Holy shit. So welcome back to my ongoing review series of WandaVision. If you watched my reviews of the first couple episodes, you know I dug them, I didn't love it. I really started liking the third one, really liked the fourth one. This episode, next level. I thought this episode was absolutely incredible. It was far and away the best episode of the series so far. But now I do have to give my usual caveat. This will be a spoilers review. I don't know how you would talk about this episode without getting into spoilers. Now, I'm not going to go through every single beat of the entire episode, but there are specific things that I do want to discuss. So if you haven't seen the episode yet and you want to go in cold, go check it out. Hopefully you'll come back later. But this is officially your spoiler warning. Cool? Cool. Moving on. I like how the style of the show keeps changing. Like last week, it felt very much like a sci-fi. This episode went full psychological thriller. I'd also like to point out that now that we know that Wanda has control over this world, which they're now calling the Hex, we've seen her rewind footage and sort of retake things when somebody says something she doesn't like. In this episode, somebody, presumably Wanda, even messed with the previously on WandaVision reel. There was a line in there that was never said on this show before. I thought that was really cool. Nice touch. And this episode starts back in full-blown sitcom mode. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's Family Ties they're sort of homaging. And it's got the hijinks of Wanda and Viz trying to get the kids to sleep. Agnes comes over, wacky dialogue. And then there's a moment where it's like, almost like she dropped a line. She goes, sorry, do you want me to take that again? Or I loved that. And Wanda tries to play it off, but Vision recognizes that something's very, very wrong, as he's been getting more of an inkling throughout the series so far. I also think Vision's hair in this episode is hilarious. Also hilarious, during the show in a show opening credits, which was definitely Family Ties, with the pictures of the family growing up, baby Vision laughed my head off. Then we jump to S.W.O.R.D. Monica Rambeau gives us kind of a look into what it's like being under Wanda's spell. Sounds unpleasant. We also see a briefing that involves sort of a recap of Wanda's life prior to the events of Age of Ultron. I did like the line where the sort of big boss man says does she have any funny nicknames, whatever? Obviously referring to Scarlet Witch. I thought that was clever. And then in maybe the darkest moment on this show that we've seen so far, we see footage of Wanda breaking into the facility that is housing Vision's corpse to steal it and resurrect it. So I think that pretty much confirms those theories that the Vision in this show is not something that Wanda manifested. No, she's living with and sleeping with a reanimated corpse. Whoa. Another scene that I really loved was when Vision was at work and he's talking to Norm and he actually gets to Norm's real persona and the guy's just terrified and begging Vision to stop her. That was fantastic. And that guy was really good in that scene. S.W.O.R.D. sends a drone into the Hex. We see it kind of staring down Wanda. Her eyes glow red. She looks scary. And then in what was probably the highlight of the episode for me, for the first time, we see Wanda coming out of this Hex, this world. And even while she's coming through the force field, we only really see her silhouette. The posture, even that looks like menacing. I have speculated that Wanda is going to end up a villain by the end of this series, and I definitely got major villain vibes from that scene. I love that her accent came back. It kind of just made it feel like she was unraveling. And two of her lines what could you possibly have to offer me? And I have everything I want and no one will ever take it from me again. That's some villain stuff right there. And it was badass. My other favorite scene was the argument between Wanda and Vision in the kitchen, when Vision says, you can't control me the way you control them, and she just goes, can't I? And then she wants to be done with this conversation, so essentially she cuts to closing credits. But Vision's not done with the argument, so he follows her through the credits, arguing with her the whole way. I thought that was really cool. He admits that he doesn't remember his life before Westview, he's scared. And I gotta say, Bettany and Olsen were incredible in this scene. I'll admit the moment where they both levitated, it was a really cool moment. I actually laughed out loud. That's not the show's fault. I got a major What We Do in the Shadows vibe from it, but that's fine. All in all, it was a brilliant scene. And then of course, the money shot, the doorbell rings, and it's Wanda's brother, Pietro, aka Quicksilver, who died in the events of Age of Ultron. Except that it's not that Quicksilver. It's the Quicksilver from Fox's X-Men franchise, played by a completely different actor. And in one fell swoop, Wanda opening that door literally blew the doors open for the future of the MCU and all the implications there. Now they could bring in anyone they want. That's crazy to me. So yeah, absolutely brilliant episode. I loved every second of it. I can't wait to see where this thing goes. So those are my thoughts on WandaVision episode 5. Now I want to know, have you guys watched it? What did you think about it? What's your favorite episode so far of the show? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.